Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of the Drivers Karin in F125, and today we are qualifying in Spa. Actually, we are sprint qualifying in Spa because 2025 season के अंदर there was a sprint race in Belgium. Unlike this year, यहाँ पे बेल्जियम के अंदर sprint race नहीं है एंड जो कि सिल्वर स्टोन के अंदर शिफ्ट हो गई थी, मतलब लाइक देयर वाज अ ऐसे आगे पीछे. सो बेसिकली सिल्वर स्टोन के अंदर हमारे पास लास्ट ईयर स्प्रिंट रेस नहीं थी, इसलिए वी डिडंट पोस्ट एनी स्प्रिंट रेस फॉर सिल्वर स्टोन, बट विल बी पोस्टिंग बेल्जियम ग्रांड प्री की स्प्रिंट रेस एंड that is where we are headed actually. So let's get started with the video and let's see what happens in the sprint qualifying.
It's fast and it's furious and it's sprint qualifying, slightly shorter than the Grand Prix format, but time to see who's going to be on pole for our sprint to come.
It is the sprint qualifying one in Belgium Spa, one of the fastest tracks on the F1 calendar, and here is the Mercedes driver trying to put the fastest lap on the grid for the pole position. First corner being a hard braking zone transitions into a flat-out decline in altitude leading to the famous Eau Rouge. If the exit around this corner is not right, you might be in problem, as is a flat-out till turn 5 of the circuit. That is the famous Eau Rouge incline that we were talking about. Turn 5 is again a tight chicane and a slow corner. You might need a hard jab on the brake. When you move around the track, you pretty much find very few corners where you have to slow the car down. Otherwise, it's all about going all the way and attacking the turn and hugging the curb. If you master that, I think you've got your way out of Spa.
Okay, we've been pushed down to
Around
P13.
the whole Spa circuit there is a lot of elevation change, which restricts the speed of the car and gives the driver the advantage of speed at the declines. The Mercedes driver puts two of the fastest sector of the track and seems like he's going for the pole position. And Antonelli records 146, 607.
Apparently we are P1. Okay, that's good. Lando Norris is just behind us. So for the qualifying one, we were P1, and hopefully we remain.
And that's it for sprint
at the
qualifying.
same
Plenty more coming up over the rest
pace
of the weekend.
so that
we'll
everybody
see you all
is
tomorrow.
behind us, most probably. Yeah. Let's get started with the qualifying 2, the sprint qualifying 2.
This driver took the pole position in the sprint qualifying one. Let's see if this takes place all the way or somebody else overtakes the driver. Antonelli has been performing truly phenomenal in this season. As you see, the guy has won a few Grand Prix and is actually competing for the Drivers' Championship with four-time world champion Max Verstappen with just, and is actually in lead. Another first purple sector for Kimi Antonelli. You know, the track is so big that you can use 100% of your ERS and the regenerate another 50%, yet the track will not end. This is one of the longest track covering over 7 kilometers per lap. Antonelli is too fast around that curve, and there he goes, brushes the gravel around the track. That will cost him some precious time. He still is able to record second purple sector. That was some immense speed from Mercedes driver. And the driver records 1:46.628. And as the Antonelli takes P1, Verstappen swoops by and takes the P1 from Antonelli with a gap of 1/10 of a second.
So yeah, that's it for the result for qualifying 2. Max Verstappen P1. We are Mercedes P1. So yeah, that's the result for qualifying 2. Max Verstappen P1, Mercedes P2, P3, and yeah, that's pretty much it. We are P3 right now. George Russell is P2, and we'll have to improve in the next segment, in the next qualifying. So without wasting any time, let's just dive right into the qualifying 3, and let's see what happens.
We started this qualifying session on a sunny day, and it's already gloomy around the track. Hopefully the last sprint qualifying moves smoothly and does not interfere with the driver's lap time. If you see the speed around Eau Rouge, Kimi Antonelli is driving around 324 kilometers per hour down the decline from the first turn, and as soon as he approaches the Eau Rouge, his speed drastically comes down to 304 kilometers per hour, and that's with the ERS on by the way that typically shows how elevated the Eau Rouge is. Kimi Antonelli is on softs and is trying to take the fastest lap possible. In the previous qualifying, we were talking about the track being too wide and lengthy, right? Well, here is an interesting fact about Spa, that the track is so wide and is spread across the land that you can actually have a gloomy weather on one end and a proper sun out fresh on the other. That's the magic of Spa. Around the corner again where he went too wide, Kimi Antonelli cautious this time, knowing that he only has this chance to get the pole for the sprint qualifying. And another purple sector for Kimi Antonelli. And Kimi Antonelli redeems his position that was stolen from him. He records 1:45.590 and takes the provisional pole position.
Behind us. Let's go back to the garage if anything happens. Max Verstappen is 3/10 second behind, and which is a great improvement actually. हम लोगों ने फर्स्ट सेक्टर के अंदर ही 1.5 सेकंड तेज मारा है भाई मैक्स वर्स्टैपन से अपेरेंटली. सेकंड सेक्टर के अंदर हमारे पास में बहुत ज़्यादा फ़र्क नहीं है. थर्ड सेक्टर के अंदर हम लोगों ने 400 मिली सेकेंड के आसपास का डिफरेंस जो है वो लूज़ किया है वहाँ पे. फिर भी लाइक कंपैरेटिवली ठीक ही चल रहा है, मतलब देखा जाए तो, है ना. दैट्स इट फॉर स्प्रिंट क्वालिफाइंग. वी आर P1. विल बी स्टार्टिंग आवर race at P1. Max Verstappen P2, George Russell P3. It's a sandwich of Red Bull between the two Mercedes. Let's see what happens in the race. See you all tomorrow in the race. Bye bye.